Okay, our objective today is to determine the equation of the perpendicular bisector of a line. So this will take a combination of all the things that we've learned about before. Let's get into it with an example. Determine the equation of the perpendicular bisector of the line joining the points -5, -4, and 3, 6. So as I have said many times before, you should start by drawing a little sketch. So we have our points -5, -4, and 3, 6. Right here on our sketch is the point that is right in between them. The point right in between them is the midpoint. And then this blue line is perpendicular to the purple line that joins the 2 points that are stated. So we have our 2 points, -5, -4, and 3, 6. When we think about finding the perpendicular bisector, we should understand what those words mean. Bisector is something that cuts something else right down the middle. So if it cuts it right down the middle, that should bring to mind midpoint. When you hear bisector, think about midpoint. So let's calculate the midpoint. We have our formula m equals to x1 plus x2 over 2, comma, y1 plus y2 over 2. So we substitute our values. We'll have -5 plus 3 and -4 plus 6. So -5 plus 3 is -2, -4 plus 6 is 2. And when we divide, we get the coordinates of the midpoint to be -1, -1. Next, if we are to find the equation of the perpendicular bisector, we need to know the gradient of this perpendicular bisector. But to find the gradient of this perpendicular bisector, we would need 2 points, 2 coordinates, but we don't have that. But since we know that it is perpendicular to the purple line here, if we can find the gradient of the purple line, then we can use the properties of perpendicular lines to find the gradient of the blue line. So let's find the gradient of the purple line. So our formula, small m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we have 6 take away -4 divided by 3 take away -5. So that will give you 10 divided by 8, which reduced to its lowest terms will be 5 over 4. But we're not done yet, so we move on. Now, since the blue line is perpendicular to the purple line, and we know the gradient of that first purple line is 5 over 4, then the gradient of the blue line will be -4 over 5. Remember that perpendicular lines have the property that their gradients are the negative reciprocals of each other. So that means that if this is a positive 5 over 4 for the first purple line, then the second gradient will be when you flip this and change the sign. So instead of positive, it's negative, and instead of 5 over 4, it's 4 over 5, and that's the gradient of the blue line. So in general, our equation of a line is y equal mx plus c. We know that that blue line passes through the point -1, 1. So we substitute +1 as the y value, -4/5 as the gradient, and -1 as the x value. So when we multiply, that will give you a +4/5. And then when we transpose, we subtract 4/5 from 1, and that will give you 1/5. So the answer is y equals to -4/5 x plus 1/5. So give this question a practice. Pause the video here while you look at our beautiful school. And then when you're finished, the answer will be revealed in 3, 2, 1. There's your answer. I hope you got it. And these are some other videos as well that you see there that I think you will enjoy. Have a good day.